Hello, welcome back or to bardicaggravation. Today it's just Rick and I because Brandon's busy doing something, Brandon-y. Today we want to talk about this because it's just happening now, and we figured we've already mentioned these people, this person, so let's bring this full circle.
Yeah, we should talk about this guy. We like him.
Yeah, who?
Jeremy Crawford.
Jeremy Crawford, otherwise known as the Idiot.
The Idiot, yes.
We say that in loving fun. We're just funning him.
We're joking with him.
We don't know if he's an idiot or not. I never met the guy.
He's probably a real smart person anyway. I mean,
He looks like an idiot, but who knows?
He's a smart guy.
So do I. So he's gone. I think it's a 2 weeks notice thing or something like that as of whenever you're watching this yesterday. We already heard about Chris Perkins. He's gone.
He's gone.
And now, what does it mean that Jeremy Crawford is leaving Wizards of the Coast, D&D, Hasbro, whatever the hell?
Are all the rats jumping from the sinking ship? Is that what's
That's
happening?
what it smells like.
That's what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's got to go. Now's the time. Get out now. Grab your golden parachute and go because we've killed this ship.
That's what it feels like because, look, either these are what's happening. Either the ship is sinking, they don't like the direction it's going all corporate, and they're like, you know what, this isn't what I signed up for, let me out of here. Or it's going so corporate that they're like, we don't need you creative types, so here's some money and be on your way. Thank you for your services.
They just sit and finish up 2024 D&D, and then now it's like, okay, you guys, that's your crowning achievement. You're gone. Like
They finished it up. This is what I think. Obviously they finished it up, and either WotC had high expectations for this, and it didn't meet them because it didn't.
No,
Nobody
not
gives
at
a
all.
crap about 2024.
Not at all.
Or WotC's like, well, we're blaming you guys because it was in your hands. Now get out. You're the scapegoats. Or they're like, it just didn't work out, so we don't need this anymore. We're going digital. Of course, they got rid of Chris Ko too, who was in charge of the VTT. Mm-hmm. That didn't work out. Nothing they're doing is working out.
Not at all. So what are they going to do? Just clear ship? Get rid of every single person that had any talent here?
What do you guys think? Because what I've heard, and this would make the most sense, they're just going to license it now. They're just going to own D&D, but license it to people who maybe actually will do something good with it, creative with it.
So maybe they changed their mind while doing 2024, and they're like, this isn't working. We're not getting the sales we want. Let's go a different direction.
Seems like they change their mind constantly. Yes, I would say that's the case. Feels like it to me. I don't think this was planned out in advance at all.
No, that would be smart, though. Grim Hollow's great, and if they just gave it to those guys,
Grim Hollow.
Let them do it.
I don't even like Grim Hollow. Those people annoy me, but their products are amazing. I buy them all. So
they're great.
I'm not about canceling somebody because I disagree with them.
No.
They're amazing. So yes, they should be taking over D&D.
Yeah.
The Dungeon Coach should have taken it over, but he doesn't have to now. He's got his own thing, DC20, which we're a DC20 channel.
Well, this opens the doors for so many other creators now, it seems like. Shadow Dark, all these DC20, all these other ones can just jump right in.
And what we got to hope is that nobody takes on Jeremy Crawford on those things, because Jeremy Crawford, in my opinion, is poison. I don't know how much of this is his fault, because this was obviously all under a corporate umbrella.
Right.
Which he was a puppet of, a pawn of. Who
Shill?
knows?
He's
not going to say what the deal was, because I'm sure they have non-disclosure agreements, so when you leave, you can't say, fuck this company, they fucked me hard, and I hate them, and I hope they fail. He's going to be like, I had a really good time, thanks for all the memories, I just hit a creative wall, or I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. It's time to move on to greener pastures. We'll never know. That's what they're programmed to say.
Well, silence is golden, right? He hasn't said anything, so that kind of says a lot.
It says everything, because you're getting no details. It's just your compulsory, goodbye, and thanks for all the fish. So we'll never know unless you're a good friend of his. If you do have an inside scoop and you're not a big liar, put it in the comments. Let us know. Yeah. We'll talk about it. We got the inside scoop from, Claudio. You know Jeremy, don't you, Claudio?
Sure he does. He knows him.
They're math buddies.
Oh.
But Jeremy Crawford, I mean, for all the, talk about him and this and that, I do have to blame him somewhat for the big steaming pile of crap that 5e is. Because it is. It's a mess. It sacrificed so many things for so many other useless things. It just became generic, whitewashed blob. There's no balance in it at all. And he was supposed to be in charge of diversity and inclusivity, and we all know how that goes when you focus on that crap. It's the game by its nature, by its very nature, is inclusive. Each table is different, so you're not going to do anything to this game to force inclusivity or diversity. You're just not. So stop it. That's stupid. But he was one of those people.
Do you think it's suffered from bloat? Like it started off
Absolutely
decent, and
bloat.
it got too many people going on two different directions? Like
they fall into the thing where, here's something, a new shiny toy to play with, and then people get bored of it. I don't know why you get bored of it. This game is designed to be infinite possibilities of creative choices and stories you can tell. But let's give you too many subclasses that don't matter and too many mechanics that don't mean anything. Let's don't really improve anything. Let's just give you more of the same crap, because that's what happened. And I blame Jeremy Crawford for that.
Okay.
It's quite possible that Jeremy Crawford just did what he was told to do because that's the position he had. Maybe he had zero power. If that's the case, we're sorry for calling you an idiot, but we'll never know, so you're an idiot. We heard him in the interviews. He loves to say things like, we do this, and he talks like an old grandma. And he talks to adults like they're children. I can't stand people like that. Don't talk to adults like they're children. And then he loves to say in the 2024 interviews, this really turned me off, we now allow you to take this at this level.
Oh,
now we allow wizards to do... You allow us?
Allow us, yeah.
What, who do you think you are? We allow you.
Our table did not look very much like 5e at the end, did it?
No.
We had so many homebrew rules that it was all different. It was different.
That's why we went to Alan, the dungeon coach, in DC-20. It's all homebrew. Started as a homebrew.
Yeah.
DC-20 is all very customizable. That's why we went there.
There it is.
You're not allowing us to do anything. We'll do what we want. It's our game. These rules are just guidelines that says so in the DM's guide. So you're not, how you word things is important, Jeremy, if you're paying attention. Say, now we offer you the option of, or now you can, if you want to. You don't have to.
And they allowed us to. They allowed us to leave D&D.
Thank you for allowing us. Yes.
Thank you.
You allowed us to say, screw this game. We're going over here. It's much nicer.
And that dud of 2024 didn't help.
That 2024 was a big... Who didn't smell that coming?
All those play tests, all that crap they did was all fake, wasn't it?
It was all a waste of time.
Garbage. It was like they didn't take anything that anybody said to heart.
No, they lip service, and I don't think they even understand what people wanted. They don't understand the game. They're just it's a corporation now. We know this.
Right.
I was one of the last ones defending them, which was stupid. But I was like, well, it's a corporation. They're going to do what they're going to do. We can still play the game how we want to. And they just kept. And then I was like, you know what? I agree. I agree with everybody else. If you notice, even the creators, the YouTubers who are very, very D&D centric, they're starting to use terms like GM instead of DM now.
Yeah, sliding it in there, right?
Mm-hmm. So people are kind of taking the temperature and seeing which way the wind blows, and then maybe what if we need to kind of just maybe go with these new independent games that are becoming the new thing.
They're great.
They're great.
Everyone we've played has been fun to some extent, like some different way that D&D is.
Because they're made by creators who want to make a great game. The same way D&D started and was for a long time. But now that it's corporate, what does WotC want?
Money.
Money.
Stocks.
They all want money. That's fair enough.
Stocks need to go up. The stockholders, right?
So
it's all somebody else.
How do you make that happen if you're a corporation?
Monetize everything.
Monetize everything.
Every single thing.
They're not making money by just
no.
selling you one book that you can use for the rest of your life. They're not making money off of that.
No. And if they made some good books, they probably would. But now they don't.
They literally said, pay attention to what they say. They literally said, this isn't making money like Magic the Gathering is and like Baldur's Gate 3 did. How do we make that happen? So they brought people in who were not gamers. They were video game executives to go make this more money for us. Do it. So what else do you need to know? So what's Jeremy Crawford doing there?
They figured out they don't need him.
Just turning orcs into farmers? What's he doing there?
They paid him enough. He's done. You did your job. Your face is here. We don't need your face anymore.
Your services are no longer required.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Chris Perkins might have been like, this isn't for me anymore. He's like, it was so great at first, and I really loved you, but you've changed. I didn't sign up for dating an alcoholic, so let's get a divorce.
It's not fun. It's just not fun.
You didn't used to hit me. I don't like it.
It used to be fun when we went out and drank together.
Now you just want to sit there and watch Netflix all day. So I think he was like, I'm done. Let me go find something else I can be creative in that isn't... If you've ever worked for anything corporate, if you've ever had to sit down and talk to human resources, which is a misnomer, you know what that's like.
It's a black hole.
Put your experiences with that crap down there. So imagine if you're Chris Perkins and you're just a creative type and you have this passion because he is responsible for bringing about things like Ravenloft and the more story type.
He was like on the cusp of the live place.
Yeah,
started
he was
all
the
those.
first one before Critical Role. There
Yeah.
was Acquisitions Incorporated, which
Without
was him.
them,
Which
no
was
one else
him.
would be out there.
So we can thank him for that. Not Critical Role, like we said in our previous video.
Yeah,
we take it all back.
He's not an idiot. Chris Perkins is cool.
We like Chris Perkins from what we know.
Yeah.
He could be the next, Jeffrey Dahmer. We don't know.
But what if he starts something bigger now? What's he going to do? He's out in the loose now. People can hire him. He can be anything now.
Yeah, I'd interview him if I were
yeah.
if I were
I'd
a
love to
game
talk to
designer. I'd interview him and see and ask him the hard questions. What did you know and when did you know it? Do you like Jeremy Crawford? But here's the problem with all of it. You could go, this is good news, right? For us, we don't
it's
like
great.
Jeremy Crawford. So we
Bye.
go, this is great. It'd be the same thing if Star Wars finally did actually get rid of the deer
my-
tick known as Kathleen Kennedy.
God,
not going to happen.
I would be over here with a party drinking right now. We'd be having fun.
Like, well, who's going to take over? Who cares?
Who cares?
It's not Kathleen
Ding
Kennedy.
dong, the witch is dead.
That's great. Because very often in these, when people they love that their this politician is gone. Oh, good, my governor is going to be replaced, maybe by Satan. You don't know. So normally we'd be like rejoicing that Jeremy Crawford is gone. He's the one who's completely homogenized and whitewashed D&D for everybody with that 5e. Bleh. But who's he being replaced by? That's the question.
Do they need to even replace him?
Nope, I don't think he's being replaced by anybody.
They don't need anybody. They don't.
Basically, that position has been made redundant.
It's a machine. They need to print money. How are you going to do it?
We're a corporation now. We have been for quite some time. And we don't need you creative people trying to piss in our soup. Just shut up with your creative ideas. We're going to design this like a video game and make money that way.
The next Magic the Gathering. Here we go. We need cards to go with this. We need little figures. We
Yeah.
need you guys to buy skins and all this other garbage.
So D&D is going to be that. And it's fine. Maybe there are people that like that want to see it go in that
They could.
direction.
They could.
And they'll rejoice that Jeremy Crawford is gone. I don't rejoice in that. It doesn't matter to me either way. I think he was a non-entity at this point. He messed up 2024. I'm sure a lot of other people had a hand in that, but he was the face of the party, talking about what we do, we allow you to do, and what we did, and how delicious it is. So, where is Wizards of the Coast going now? This is the question. Where is D&D going, and do we care?
Well, it's always the big thing, right? It's the big one. D&D is the big role-playing thing. So whatever it does,
It's the brand name.
it's going to be there. It's not going away.
D&D is what Kleenex is to snot tissues.
It's the Band-Aid.
It's what Hoover is to vacuum cleaners.
Right.
It's D&D. It's the Band-Aid, yeah.
It's not going
With the
anywhere.
adhesive.
It's not leaving culture. It's going to be everywhere.
Basically, it's going to be that thing of, what are you playing today? Oh, we're going to play D&D. Which version?
Yeah.
Shadow Dark, DC 20, Blade in the Dark? What D&D are you playing? That's how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Like in the South, I want a Coke. What kind of Coke? Mountain Dew.
It's because Mountain Dew's delicious as long as it's a
I
Coke.
like a Sprite Coke, a Diet one, a Diet Coke. As we said in our previous video about why it's a good time to leave D&D,
Yeah, we
I
did say
think you
that.
even have more reasons now. Does anybody think it's going to right the ship and be like, okay, we'll go back to us not making any money, but you guys getting what you want? Are you kidding me? Stop it.
No. Stay away from it. Stay away. Try something new. Now's the time.
You got to move on. You got to, look, we all loved Blockbuster. Guess what? We use Netflix now. So the new kid on the block, they're all coming now. There's all these new friends to play with because your other friends, when they become alcoholics and it's just not the same, that's D&D. I don't want to hang out with that kind of dark energy anymore. So why not give these other games a try? These independent games, they're all great. It's not like some person with no talent just sitting there and go, here's a game I made up, a tic-tac-toe, it's going to be a class. These are people that know what they're doing.
And it's a person. You're kind of got a face for it, right? Al, the dungeon coach, Alan, he's great. We see him, we see his passion for it, and we get excited about the game.
Kelsey D, I'm a Shadow Dark.
Great.
We all know who she is, and it was
Right.
just her passion for the way she wants to play the game, and she's really good at it. So you have all of these options, and it would behoove you to try them out. That, buy Jeremy Crawford, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out, and who cares about the rest of it? You don't know who's going to replace him, if anybody. And if nobody does, that just means it's even more corporate now.
It's probably going to be AI that replaces him anyway. Don't think it's hard to jump to Shadow Dark, because we're playing it right now.
And it's going to be easier.
Simple. Even DC 20, it took our first round of combat for DC 20 took like an hour. The next one was like a half hour. And now we're just like boom, boom, boom. And we know what we need to do. It's not as different as you would think. And if you still need to stick with D&D, Go ahead. Go ahead. But you're missing out. I'll tell you that. You're missing out.
You are missing out.
You're missing out on a lot of good stories.
And also, it's the added benefit of, do you want to support a corporation that
No.
really doesn't care about
No,
you?
thank
Some
you.
corporations do. I don't know who they are, but I'm sure some do. That'll change when they get more money. Or do you want to give your money to a hardworking, independent, creative person who knows what they're doing and does care about you?
That's why we give to Alan.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
We want him to keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I mean, this is like buying local, people.
It is like
It's
buying
like buying
local.
local. I see this guy. I see this person making it. I see him at the con. What is Hasbro? It's a freaking big fake hat. I don't know what it is. What is it?
Yeah, who is it? Who
What
is
is
Hasbro?
What is Hasbro?
It's nobody.
It's nobody. They just acquire things and just get more things. They're the Google, right? They're just buying everything
Google.
and just destroying it.
So what this all means in a nutshell, because, big picture perspective is always helpful in these situations, is
Right.
basically what we said before, with the ship sinking of D&D, and it might right itself.
Good. Who
But
knows?
either way, with all these purges or exits or whatever you want to call them, and these new games cropping up, the torch is passing when it comes to TTRPG.
It's going on to someone else. Yeah.
So it's either passing to another corporation,
Yep.
the people that replaced Perkins and Crawford and Cal, but I doubt it. It's passing to the independent creators,
Time
the
for them to
Kelsey
take the lead.
Dion's and the Alan
I can't say his last name.
Blaumeister. Alan Bjorkgren.
Aha, there we go.
I can't do it with the accent because I don't know, those umlauts always fuck me up. They make sense in German, but not in Norwegian.
Had a nice land.
But it's a nice, strong Viking name. But so it's passing on to them, but by proxy, the really good news is the torch is passing back to the players.
Yes.
We have the torch
Yes.
now. We have it. WotC had it, and they controlled a lot of what we do or buy or whatever it is.
It felt
but
like that, didn't it? It felt like they were controlling almost
that's
everything
why I
that
was
we
getting,
did.
that's why I was getting frustrated. Why so much
Yeah.
homebrew was necessary. The torch is passing. It's now in our hands. It's in your hands, and it's in your favorite independent developers, designers' hands. That's the good news. We should all be happy about that.
Yeah.
Who cares where Jimmy Crawford ends up? If you
Really.
like him and you miss him, have a little cry.
So put a comment in here, like and subscribe. Put a comment in here about what you're switching to, or if you're not going to switch. Are you going to stick with D&D no matter what, or do you guys have ideas for other games?
If you are going to switch to D&D, we're genuinely curious. Please put why. If it's something as simple as, I just don't like change, so fuck it. Let us know.
That's
'cause
great. I want to know.
We want to know.
I want to know why you wouldn't try
We can
something
make
else.
more videos about this kind of stuff with more knowledge from the people that watch these YouTube videos.
Yeah.
What is your opinion and why?
You know ours.
So that's to wrap it up. Bye.